What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy P Funky Reacts here again today with another video. And this one, we're going to be reacting to the bearded dragon, finally caught one by Brave Wilderness. He has a new video. I love Coyote Peterson and his videos. I always watch it. So I thought, why not react to it if I'm going to watch it? So here we go. I'm not a big fan of his actually, so his shows are interesting to me sometimes. Especially the sting ones, like the bullet and shit.
Lizard, right there. This is us.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That nigga was
If it darts, I'm just going after it, so follow after me. Watch out for these logs here.
Damn!
Get it?
Did
Got
he bite?
it. Nice!
Savage! Brave Wilderness! He don't give a shit.
The Australian outback can truly be hailed as one of the most iconic landscapes on the planet. And visiting this location had long been a dream for the Brave Wilderness team. This vast expanse of open grasslands and arid terrain is home to a plethora of reptilian species, many of which we hope to get up close for the cameras. So to have the best chance of finding them, we traveled far beyond the city limits of bustling civilization and headed westward toward the tiny rural town of Meandara.
All the way to Australia?
Exploring the outback requires a bit of experience, so we teamed up with animal specialists Lockie Gilding and Max Jackson, who own and operate Australian Wildlife Encounters. Working under their special permits, we will be spending peak daylight hours driving the countryside in search of ideal habitats to explore. Once a viable location was established, the goal was to break trail into the great unknown and begin our search for any species that could be safely presented in front of the...
I would always love to do this one day, honestly. Just go out in the wilderness and just like search for crazy animals, but at the same time I wouldn't, because I fucking hate snakes, so I would never do
cameras.
Guys, so right now we are out exploring in some backcountry. This is officially the Australian bush, and it's very disorienting. I spin in a circle like this, and I bet it looks the same in every direction.
Yeah, it does.
All right, I'm disorienting myself. I know that I came though from that direction, so I'm gonna head back and meet up with the crew.
I actually forgot where he's going. Like,
The bush, as it is so iconically known in Australia, refers to any sparsely inhabited region, regardless of vegetation type. And given the fact that we were well over 300 miles away from any major city, this wilderness could definitely be considered true Australian bush.
Look at that. That's a wild pig skull right there.
Now, these hogs are feral here in Australia. And I tell you what, you do not want to run into one of these out there in the bush. Those tusks will do a number on you. Wow, pretty cool find. Wish we could keep it, but it's gonna stay here in the environment. All right, let's keep going that direction.
Deep within the brambles, it would be nearly impossible to find, let alone pursue any fast-moving reptile. So we made our way toward a clearing when all of a sudden, we came upon one of Australia's most common, yet iconic lizard species.
Lizard, right there.
I'll see it.
It's right there on that wall.
I got it.
I don't even know how
dragon.
I saw
It's
that.
really dark in color. Okay, come up slow. Mario, see if you can zoom in and get a shot on
I
it.
got him. It is a bearded.
Wow, it's a lot darker than I thought they'd be. Okay, come on, slow. Oh. It sees us. Okay, if it darts, I'm just going after it, so follow after me. Watch out for these logs here.
Get it?
Got it.
Nice.
Barely even moved. It was like perfectly camouflaged. And it just said, okay, you can't see me. I'll tell you what, I did see you. That is a bearded dragon right there.
Coyote got them eyes! You ain't getting past him!
Spiky.
It is super spiky. Okay, very stark lighting right here. Let's kind of duck down into the shade. I think that'll be better for your cameras. And let's get this lizard up close for the cameras. Oh man, first lizard of the trip. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Woo!
Right.
Watch your footing through here, guys.
Love it.
All right, here's a good shady spot up here. Let's hunker down and film this scene. There it is, guys. The eastern bearded dragon.
Chilling.
Now let's talk about where this lizard gets its name.
the bearded dragon. And let me see. All right, buddy, can you kind of flare up your beard for us? It's actually staying really calm. As you'll notice, the temperature, well, you guys can't notice, but what we're noticing is that the sun is very hot, but the temperatures are still very cool in the air. And like all reptiles, this one is ectothermic, which means they're using the sun to heat up their bodies so they can head out and hunt for the day. The bearded dragon is a diurnal species. There is the central variety and the eastern variety. And the big difference there is that the eastern variety is much darker in coloration and the interior of the mouth is yellow as compared to pink. All right, buddy, can we see that beard? You guys want to see that beard, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see if I can kind of tickle his chin. Oh, starting to puff up his body a little bit there. Puff out that beard for us. I staying actually really calm. Look at that. I'm not even applying any pressure, holding onto the body. It's just chilling out on my hand right now. Okay, you can kind of see the beard there. Look right underneath the chin. Now, when they're really aggravated, they will puff up their bodies and puff up that beard, open up their mouth and display that yellow interior color. Now, in a sense, that's aposematic coloration. They are not venomous, but that bright color and that sort of display oftentimes will ward off any potential predators. Now, when I do touch the beard, it's a bit softer than the very rough spiny scales on the back of this lizard. Wow, I cannot believe how calm it's being. Oh, no, now it's trying to take off. There we go. There you go. Now you got the beard puffed out. Wow, that is one impressive beard, sir. I think you could probably win a beard growing contest. And you'll notice the very triangular shape of this lizard's head. That's one feature that distinguishes it from many of the lizard species here in Australia. And oftentimes you'll see them like that, just perched on the side of a tree, facing downward with that head protruding out, absorbing the sunlight.
Man, I can't believe you got one.
I know, and on my first attempt as well. I'll tell you what's impressive about this reptile is its claws. Let me kind of just see if I can get one of its feet out here. Oh, he's actually missing a claw on one side. And they're excellent climbers. And oftentimes early in the morning like this, what they will do is climb up on the side of a tree or perch out on a log where they're absorbing sunlight. And like I said, it's an ectotherm.
Guys, I haven't
so
said any words because this is so
before they head out
interesting. This is what I mean by Coyote Peterson, guys. He will take over this video in a second, bro.
I think at this point he is just using my hand as a perch. I've got him sort of propped up in the sun there. I think he's saying to himself, this is perfect.
Yeah,
Actually,
is this normal behavior? I mean, that lizard is so calm.
I honestly expected it to jump off that log and take off, and I would be chasing it across the bush, but I think it was relying more on its camouflage than anything to keep it hidden. Now, this is an opportunistic predator, and they're primarily feasting on small insects and arachnids. However, they're omnivorous, which means that if they find the chance to eat some plants, some berries, something like that, they will scarf up that as a meal as well. Look at the length of this lizard's tail. Beautiful, right?
Wow,
now, unlike some lizard species, they're not able to detach that tail to help them escape from predators. And actually, if I can actually balance the lizard by the end of its tail and keep it on my hand like that. And that tail is incredibly spiky. Go ahead, Mark, reach out there and feel how rough those scales are. And if you run your hand in the opposite direction, that's where you really get ripped up. I'm getting little lacerations all over my hands just from handling it.
I don't even think there's sandpaper that's that gritty.
Right?
Wow.
Let's look at the underside of the lizard. Now, the belly is much softer than its back, almost like the belly of a horned lizard. Go ahead and zoom in there. You see those large ear sockets?
Looks kind of bluish.
They have excellent hearing and wonderful eyesight during the day. This is without question one of the most iconic species here in Australia. And I know for you guys out there watching Coyote Pack that you have been requesting a bearded dragon episode for quite some time. And I think it's really fitting that our first lizard of this Australian trip just so happens to be that reptile. Well, this was pretty cool, getting the bearded dragon up close for the cameras.
Alright guys, so that'll be it for the video. If you guys did like it, make sure to comment down below what you guys want to see in the next video. But if you guys want more videos, make sure to subscribe. Click that like button, and I'll make sure to see you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in the next video. Peace!